Hi there, my name is Allie King. I'm the kindergarten through 8th grade technology integration specialist for Indian Creek Schools. Today we're going to look at our most powerful program that we use here at Indian Creek, which is Infinite Campus. Infinite Campus is used to look at students' grades, add money to lunch accounts, pay for book rental fees, as well as check attendance, and many more things, updating student information. It's a very powerful program. For this reason, I only can show you screenshots in this video. I cannot do a live walkthrough because of the very sensitive information that can be shown while using this program. So I want to go ahead and show you a couple of the most important things that you'll need to know. So first, how do I get there? So this is what the student portal will look like. You have an option to go to student or parent portal. If you log into the incorrect one, it may not let you in. So make sure you choose the correct one and then log in with your credentials. You can get to this website a couple different ways. One way that you can get there is by going to IndianCreekSchools.com and scrolling all the way to the bottom and finding the Infinite Campus logo. Here, you can then log in and choose your correct portal. So let's go ahead and look at some screenshots. I'm going to pull up the student view first. I'm going to skip through some of this because I've already discussed it. How to get there. One way a student can also get there is by going to Student Resources and scrolling all the way to the bottom or until they find Infinite Campus Parent Student Portal. So this bookmark is available on student Chromebooks. If it is missing, please let a teacher know or myself, and we can help you make sure that that bookmark folder is showing. Once again, you'll want to select the correct portal, and then you will be brought to your dashboard. So you can see here that you will have student information that I have went ahead and blurred out. You can see schedules for students, as well as any food service balances. So lunch money balances can also be seen by the student as well as the parent, assignments due today, and more. What I want to focus on next is this menu. So for students, I always tell them that grades is the most important thing that they will need to look at. This is a presentation that I did for 5th graders, and grades are really where we want to start training students on where to look to make sure they are informed of the grades that they have earned and what teachers have graded and added to their grade book. So grades is where you will go. However, I want to point out that assignments can also be found here, individual assignments outside of just the normal grade book. They can also see missing assignments. Attendance. So if you are unsure of your attendance, you forget if you have gone a day, if you were marked tardy for something, attendance is where you will look, as well as schedule, and of course, food services and fees. So this is the board, this is the menu board for students, but it's also very similar for parents as well. So here's what the grades overview will look like. You can see that I have a music class, a citizenship class, and a language arts class. If you press these little buttons right here, it will open it up. There are no grades for these two courses, but you can see that there is a grade here. So you can open this up, and that way it will show you a much better breakdown of those assignments. So here's a language arts class. I can see that I currently have an A. It's in progress. So that means the third 9 weeks or whatever 9 weeks we're in is still progressing. And I can see that I got a 15 out of 15 on a List 2 test. And then before that, on 8, 9, I took the List 2 test previously, and I got a 14 out of 15. So I was able to raise that grade, and then it averages it out up here, which is what produces that A. So this is, once again, a student view. Parents can see this as well, but this is very important that students can see this, and they can definitely tell what grades that they are earning. Weighted categories, whether you are in the middle school or in the intermediate school, sometimes this varies. This is an intermediate grade book that we're looking at, and so they have split it out as classwork and notebooks in this situation are 40, and then the tests are weighted 60. So you can see some grades here that were entered, and we have the average, but this will be a heavier weighted category because these are your tests and quizzes. At the middle school, sometimes it tends to be homework and then finals, and finals tends to be its own category that is weighted differently. So just know that this screen right here is reflecting a intermediate classroom, whereas the middle school percentages may be very different. Missing assignments. This is my encouragement to you to make sure that you do not have missing assignments. It is the number one way to tank a really good grade and to really get behind in a class is to rack up missing assignments. Please make sure that you are checking Canvas for every homework assignment, the agendas, you're not missing anything. However, if you do have that come up, this is what the grade book may look like. So we can see right here that this student did not complete the extra credit cell project. So there is no grade here, so it's missing. Some teachers, you will note here, do tend to leave it as a 0. So make sure that you are aware and you're contacting your teacher if you have a 0. It could be that the student truly did earn a 0 by missing all of the questions, or it could be missing and there could be a chance to get that in. Every teacher's policy is different, so it's always good to communicate with the teachers when missing assignments are in question. And that is all that we're going to look at for the students. I do want to take a moment and show you the parent side of things. So parents and guardians, this is important information for you on how to use the app if you so wish. We have a lot of parents in our district who do choose to use the app because it will send notifications. And I really do recommend getting the app if you have a smartphone. The Canvas app is not very reliable, but Infinite Campus, where the grades are posted, is a pretty reliable app. So let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of these things. So first of all, you will need to make sure that you have a login credentials through the secretary that are working in Infinite Campus. If you have a brand new account, you will need to set it up from a desktop or a laptop first, because there are some CAPTCHAs or email verification and password confirmation things that you'll be required to do. And sometimes it's hard to do on a phone, and the app does not give you that ability to do that. So the app will put you on pause until you have created and verified your account information on a desktop. So if you need help with that, you can always come into school, and I would be more than willing to help you verify your account if you do not have access to a computer. But that is very important to know, that you cannot verify your account through a phone unless you go through Safari or another browser. Then you might be able to do that. Once again, you can always get to Infinite Campus through the Indian Creek website. So if you're using Safari or a desktop device or a laptop, you can always access it there. However, these are directions for the app. So if you have an Android or an iPhone, you can download this app, and I put the logo here so you know exactly which one it is. It should say Campus at the top and then P for parent. And once you have selected that, here's how you'll log in. So the first thing you'll want to do is select a state, and I scroll down, you'll select Indiana, which is here at the bottom, and then it will want a district name. This is very important. So ours is Nineveh Hensley Jackson with hyphens. And when you have selected the state and typed in the district name, it should be able to search the district and pull it up. This should never change. However, if you are having difficulties, please let me know, and you can come in and we can work together on setting this up. Once you've entered that, you should be able to select your district. So go ahead and select that, and then you will be brought to this screen within the app. Make sure it says Nineveh Hensley Jackson United at the top. If it does not say that at the top of the login, you will not be able to progress further. When you enter your credentials, it will not know what school you're part of. It will not know where to send you. We have a very unique URL for this. Every school has a different URL, so if you're not using ours, there will be conflicts and it won't let you in. So that's very important to know, that it must say Nineveh Hensley Jackson up here before you can log in. As stated earlier, you will put in your username and password, which will be given to you by the building secretary. It could be the building secretary, or it could be the same credentials that you've had since the student was in kindergarten, or it could be brand new credentials if you are new to our district. From here, there's a couple things I want to point out. This is the first thing you will see are the announcements. So anything that any school, this particular family had a middle schooler and a high schooler, so they are getting announcements from all the buildings that your students are in. You will, if you just have an elementary student, then you will not get middle school and high school announcements. You'll just get elementary school announcements. So just an FYI. This is your dashboard. To move on, these 3 bars, pancakes, hot dogs, whatever you want to call them, these 3 bars will lead you to the same menu that we looked at earlier for the students. So parents and guardians, you guys can see the assignments, grades, you can see attendance, and then fees, if you wanted to, fees and payments and food service. If you wanted to add money, you can also talk to the building treasurer, and they can help you as well make some of these payments, but these are also options for you as a guardian. Okay, so that to get to this menu, you'll select these 3 bars at the top. All right, and to move on, I want to focus on this little person icon over here. If you have more than one student in our district, you can select this student and look specifically at each student's grades. So if you just want to see student 1, you can click on student 1 and you can view their grades. And then if you wanted to switch out, look at another one, you could also select the icon and select a new student. So right now, this parent has dropped this down. They selected student 1. I can see that I'm looking at student 1 right here. Their picture would be right here. And then I can see that this is the grade point average and all of the grades for student 1. And then once again, I could drop that down and see specifically what makes up that 86%, or if they have missing assignments. So that is how you will do that. And if you want to move to student 2, you just select your person icon, select student 2, and then move on from there. That is a very quick overlook at the parent app for Infinite Campus. If you choose to use Infinite Campus from a desktop, it looks very similar to what the student platform looks like as well. However, if you have any issues with logins, please contact the building secretaries. They are in charge of making those accounts. However, if you have other issues that don't have to deal with money or account information, you can always come to me. I can help with accounts as well. My contact is right here, aking@nhj.k12.in.us, and I will be more than happy to help with any questions you have regarding Infinite Campus, and we will get you going. I know that's a lot of information, but like I said, if you have any questions, please contact me. Thank you so much.